And up next here we got Nathaniel Wood. He's making his return after a pretty quick turnaround. He just fought a couple months ago, taking on Muhammad Naimov, who had a great UFC debut. And Naimov, came in short notice, took on a guy that everyone respects. Close to the top 15 type fighter in Jamie Malarkey, a solid UFC veteran type of guy. Short notice, like I said, very short notice too. And he was getting beat up in that fight, but only needed one punch to turn it around and knocked Malarkey out cold. And now he's had a longer camp to get ready to fight another high-level fighter in Nathaniel Wood. And with the victory here, he could be in the rankings. So he's making a quick rise up the UFC. But Nathaniel Wood, he's gone 3-0 since moving to 145. And overall, he's 7-2 in 9 UFC fights. So he has a really, really good record. I think he should be fighting up in the rankings due to the run he's on, but he seems to like fighting in Abu Dhabi. Maybe this is the third time he's fought on Fight Island, and I'm not sure why he wants to fight someone at the level of Naimov. Maybe he just feels he still has to kind of prove himself, but I think once you beat Andre Fili, you deserve a top 15 guy. But if Wood beats Naimov, I hope they do give him a big step up for his next fight. And you look at Nathaniel Wood, he's a high volume kick first fighter. He is known for his leg kicks, and he attacks the body with a lot of kicks too. His hands are all right, but mostly uses them to counter. He throws a lot of left hooks. He'll throw the 3-2s, 2-3s, and when opponents get in a range, he will wing some big punches. He's down to brawl. His last fight, he landed some pretty nice overhands, and his hands looked really crisp and fast. So he is potentially working on his boxing, and I would say his boxing defense is not good, though. He's hittable. He takes a lot of damage. We saw Andre Fili was extremely close to getting Wood out of there in Wood's last fight. He was able to survive. And Nathaniel Wood does have a really strong chin in terms of he can take a shot and recover. But he has been finished with strikes before, and he's taken a lot of damage throughout his career. And his cardio and toughness are kind of would allow him to recover fast. I feel like definitely needs to improve that, but he also has good takedown defense. He can get takedowns when he wants to. I don't necessarily know if he's going to try to wrestle in this fight, but I don't think it would be the worst game plan because we've seen Naimov struggle a little bit with that. But with Muhammad Naimov, he's very explosive, powerful. He has good footwork, and he'll try to pull guys into strikes. He has a good jab, double jab. He'll throw the double jab overhand. He has hard leg kicks, but he isn't nearly as active with his kicks as Wood or active in general. He isn't going to, in my opinion, be able to keep up the volume of Nathaniel Wood, so he's going to have to rely on getting the knockout, in my opinion. I think he has to be more aggressive. I think he can't rely on the counter. He has to go first a little bit more. Wood, if he kicks and just stays at range, you can just outnumber and avoid the danger for the most part against Naimov. And Naimov has to be very aggressive here. But the issue with that is I think that his wrestling isn't the best. So if he gets very aggressive, I could see Wood trying to just go in there and take him down. But Naimov's tough to hold down. He trains at elevation, so he's in great shape. Every fight that he goes in there, he has good cardio. But I see Nathaniel Wood as the pick here. Naimov is live for the knockout just because Wood is susceptible to getting clipped. And like we saw in Naimov's last fight, he can end it with one punch. But I think Wood will be able to get ahead with his kicking game. And I see the volume being the difference in the fight, just his veteran experience overall. Wood can't show Naimov too much respect because that's when he'll probably get knocked out. He needs to implement his same high-volume pressure style, try to stay composed, not brawl, and I see him getting the job done via decision. So I'm going to go with Nathaniel Wood to get the win here and maybe progress up the ladder to a ranked guy for his next fight. But I think it's, in my opinion, in terms of the money line, a dog or pass fight here.